All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Charaka, Kwadash. Double honors to our elders and our apostles of Great Millstone, and a salute to the sincere elect out there. Keep pushing. So, I was watching the news last night. What's the saying? A picture paints 1,000 words. A picture paints 1,000 words. Check out this clip. I don't got to do much talking. I'm just going to let the video play. Check it out.
The other facade you see over here, and again, this is taken. These great classical buildings. They're taken out of different parts of the world from very glamorous times. This is Rome.
Boom! Bullseye. This is Rome. That's why our elders, our apostles say that this is Nero, 47. Right? Nero, the cruel lord, is back. He's back. This is Rome. And we're going to hit the scriptures. We're going to hit the scriptures before I hit the road this time. This is a quick one. A picture does paint 1,000 words. And this is something that's going to stay with a lot of people who haven't got the message. If you ain't got the message yet, and there's going to be more revelations to reveal that this is the cruel Lord all over again. This is just one of them. There's many others.
Like the flat roof. Greece likes they call it the triangles, and you see that. This is a porch that looks out over the city. Also, it's developed in such a way that we can have military there, but the entire roof is developed for military. They're very high. They're higher than just about anything else. They have a 360-degree vision of Washington.
That's just how a warmonger would talk, right? Revelation 13 and 4. That's the death stroke, and he was given life again. Rome was revived again. And we're going to hit the scripture.
Washington, D.C., they have a massive drone capacity. Not only is it drone proof, if a drone hits it, it bounces off. It won't have any impact. But it's also meant as a drone port, so it protects all of Washington, the roof of the building. These are all different rooms down here. They're building a hospital. It's a military hospital. They're building all sorts of research facilities, also meeting rooms and rooms.
And also Revelation 17. Yep, 17 and 16. The beast shall hate the whore, that harlot. So he knows that it's going to come on top for him, just like what happened with Nero. Everybody turned against him and he eventually deleted himself. So he's planning to go under. This is a bunk. This is a ballroom. A ballroom, right? He reveals details of bunker like ballroom with drone base. He's planning a war and to go underground. This devil, Nero, for his 47 coming back all over again.
That go hand in hand for the military, using the ballroom. And the ballroom is really a shield and protecting all of the things that are built here. This goes, as you see, it's already up to the ground. This goes down very deep. You get a better view right over here. This is down because we
see how passionate the devil is for his creations.
The other facade.
And it's the Spirit of the Lord as well. It's the Spirit of the Lord letting us see, giving us these more revelations to see the sign that who this person is coming back. Isaiah 19. Right, we're going to get the point. We could read all of it. Let's read one. It says, the burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come unto Egypt. Yeah, that's his chariots. Right, that's his chariots. And the idols of Egypt shall be removed at his presence. And you can include the missiles too. Right, that's the grand finale. The main event. Yahushua return. Yeah. And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Yeah, they're going to melt all right. Yeah. Romans, the revived Romans coming back again. Their heart gone melt. Right? What they say, your heart come up in your mouth. You see them cartoons when the eyes be bulging out. Would they say that? A deer in the headlights, them cartoons when the eyes just pop out of their heads and the heart be pounding out of the chest. That's how it's going to be like the return of Yahushua. Right? And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, World War III, and they shall fight everyone against his brother. And everyone, and that's happening now because they're losing their silver spoon treatment, right? Their white privileges there. That's happening, that's begun already, right? And then you got the nations, nations right up against nations, and kingdoms against kingdoms, countries. And this was about an hour. This was about an hour before he's, oh, we're going to strike Iran. We're going to strike Iran. We're not going to strike Iran. We're going to strike. We're going to have negotiations, or we're going to strike. You know, an indecisive man is unsteady in all his ways. That's just, you know what I mean? Would have called that double speak. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, so that that's the kingdoms coming against one another. Ukraine, every time you turn on the news, is more war, talking about war. Iran, US, Russia, Ukraine, Putin. Now we're starting to hear more about Putin, and that's going to really be that's the big bad bear, right? You're starting to peep out of the hole. Putin, the Russians, the Russian President Putin, you're starting to hear about him now. And they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor city, and against city and kingdom against kingdom. Do you have it? And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. Yeah, this man is speaking great things, as the scripture said he would. He's more stout than his fellow. Right? Destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek the idols and to the charmers. Yeah, that they're doing that now, and it's letting them down miserably, right? They're charmers, they're soothsayers, because the end is near for them. And to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards, right? Once again, it's letting them down. They're out there being thrown out there, left alone without their Mosai's withdrawing their sword, AI, witchcraft, and he's ultimately gonna leave them bare naked. Isaiah 47, gonna leave them bare open, right? Lifting up their, showing their bare nakedness without their sword, because they're nothing without their sword. They're going to get deleted by their own sword, as a matter of fact, right? All their witchcraft, their AI, and even they got these different types of war machines now with drones. That you got drones that can swim. They can swim. The drones can swim, and they can come up on the surface and be back on the swim on land and in water. They can be in water and on land. So these drones, this is their modern day sword, right? The AI controlled by robot or AI. But the most are going, you can just tap into that, just like what happened, in these movies, RoboCop and Avengers: Age of Ultron, to turn it against them. They're going to be left out there in the lurch, bare, just ripe for us to pick. Lord willing, that's us. We come back out the chariots. We're going to pick them, right, and put them right back on the plantation where they belong, right. They shall serve us because we serve them, and they have to pay back their debt to Yahshua Allah. Right? The people that they had us under their yoke, they're going to be under ours. Here's the point, and the Egyptians will give, right? So familiar spirits and the wizards, right? It's going to leave them bare without their sword, without their power, leave them out there in the lurch, wondering what's going on. And 4, and the Egyptians will I give over unto the hand of a cruel lord and a fierce king. Yep, that's him here right now. That's what we're talking about, right? He's brandishing his power. He's showing his horns. He's speaking proud. He's stout, right? Being stout, bragging in his creation. Cruel lord and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord, and the Lord of hosts. Right, here we go. And the Egyptians will I give over unto the hand of a cruel lord. That's the point right there. Right? This the cruel lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts. Right? You got the ultimate Lord though, right? This is all according to the Most High's movie. He's in control of this movie. So that's really the point. I just wanted to just show that. That's the point. Short and sweet, straightforward and to the point, so you can see with your own eyes. I'll tell you what. Let me bring out another one. We got another one for you. Let's bring Revelation. Get the dust of this. 13 and 3, because really, I don't gotta say much, because it's saying it for me. A picture paints 1,000 words. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded, right, to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. Yeah, the deadly wound is healed. Right, Rome, it was wounded. Right, back in the day, it was wounded. The ancient Romans was wounded. Right, it was destroyed, overpowered, went into oblivion. Right, and the Most High revived that head. It was given power again. That's why you hear him talking the way he's talking, and he says it. I don't gotta say it. I'm gonna let him say it. Right?
Over here. And again, this is taken, these great classical buildings, they're taken out of different parts of the world from very glamorous times. This is Rome. They like the flat roof. Greece likes they call it the triangles, and you see that. This is a porch that looks out over the city. Also, it's developed in such a way that we can have military there, but the entire roof is developed for military. They're very high. They're higher than just about anything else. They have a 360-degree vision of Washington, D.C. They have a massive drone capacity. Not only is it drone-proof, if a drone hits it, it bounces off. So buildings are taken out of...
He's got some plans. Right? So there you have it, Akim. Right? A picture paints 1,000 words. I don't gotta say it. Every time I tap on it, he wants to act the fool. Come on, bring it. Right? There you have it. So we're gonna hit the last one, Daniel chapter 7, because this is what's happening right now before our very eyes. Right? And 20 says, and of the 10 horns that were right in his head, and of the other. So the 10 horns are the EU nations, right? The so-called Germanic nations, or the 10 horns, right? Which are the tribe today, right? The Germanic nations, which is the EU or the European nations, right? That's the 10 horns, right? Which came up, and before whom 3 fell. So the 3 that fell is the French, right? It fell, which was ruled by Napoleon. You got the second is Spain, which was ruled by Isabella Ferdinand, right? And then you got England, the last of the 3, right? That fell, right? So you got the 3, Spain, France, and England. That's what he's saying there. Even of that horn that had eyes, right? That horn that had eyes is what? It's America, right? The horn that had eyes, right? The little horn that had eyes, yeah, that is more stout than his fellow. There you have it. 3, even of that horn that had eyes, and the mouth that spoke very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellow. Right? That's America. And we've got the mouthpiece here of America, bragging, making statements, delusional, just like his partner in crime. I call them Batman and Robin. This will be Batman, and Elon Musk will be Robin. They suffer from God complex, delusions of grandeur, right? And this is their delusional state. Elon talks about, I wants to conquer heaven. He wants to go to heaven where the Most High belong. He wants to go there, space, conquer space. And he says, who can stop him? Nobody can stop him. But yes, as we know, right, the eagle, what's going to come of the eagle, what's going to happen to the eagle? Obadiah talks about that eagle that is proud and right back down to earth. Also in Isaiah 14, gets smacked right back down to earth. I've done videos on that with the Apollo 11, Apollo 13, Apollo get smacked right back down to earth. They didn't go to no Mars. That was them being in a wishful thinking, a delusional state. So there you have it, Akim. Right? And the 10 horns that were in his head, and the other which came up, before whom 3 fell, as France, Spain, and England. Even of that horn, right? You got America that came out of these nations, which are hated. They don't like each other, right? America is known for being a proud. They're very proud, right? That had eyes, and and a mouth that spoke very great things, yeah, blaspheming against the Lord himself. All of them in that Senate, they be doing that, right? Both of them, Batman and Robin, Elon Musk, Elon Musk and Nero 47, right? Suffering from that God complex. Very great things whose look was more stout than his fellow. Yeah, they looked down upon all the other European nations that they themselves came out of. So there you have it, Akim. I pictured us paint 1,000 words. Like I say, I don't gotta say much. I let the demon talk for himself. And to the next one, Akim, we out.
These great classical buildings, they're taken out of different parts of the world from very glamorous times. This is Rome. They like the flat roof. Greece likes they call it the triangles, and you see that. This is a porch that looks out over the city. Also, it's developed in such a way that we can have military there, but the entire roof is the
Yeah, and you look at the marbles, the stone marbles, the pillows. What does it look like to you? I'll say no more. Picture pants. It just Rome all over again.
developed for military. They're very high. They're higher than just about anything else. They have a 360-degree vision of Washington, D.C. They have a massive drone capacity. Not only is it drone-proof, if a drone hits it, it bounces off. It won't have any impact. But it's also meant as a drone port, so it protects all of Washington, the roof of the building. These are all different rooms down here. They're building a hospital. It's a military hospital. They're building all sorts of research facilities, also meeting rooms and rooms that go hand in hand for the military, using the ballroom. And the ballroom is really a shield and protecting all of the things that are built here. This goes, as you see, it's already up to the ground. This goes down very deep. You get a better view right over here. This is down because we've already done these floors. But these are already down 2 floors. That is down about 6 stories deep. That's big stuff. Normally, when you build a ballroom, you build it flat. You just build a ballroom. It would have been built. The complexity of this, and again, it's all knit. It's all knit together between the drone proofing, the missile proofing, we have, and the drone capacity upstairs. We can have all sorts of military up, whether I hate to use the word snipers, but we have great sniper capacity. It's built for our snipers, not the enemy.
He's more stout than his fellow, man. He's talking about snipers, he's talking about the bases, he's talking about drones. Oh boy. Nero's back, man. Nero's back, man. Picture paints 1,000.
Snipers, our snipers. And because of the height, we get a very clear view of everything all over Washington.